The landmark judgment of the Delhi High Court in July of 2009 was a watershed moment for the entire LGBT community in India. They were reasserting their fundamental right to expression, and yet their battle was far from over. A series of PILs have now been filed against the High Court verdict, and they are challenging the legalization of homosexuality. And finally, after nearly 4 years, the Apex Court is set to put the matter at rest once and for all today.
4 years after the Delhi High Court decriminalized homosexuality, the Apex Court will give its verdict on the appeal against the High Court's ruling.
I would expect that the verdict goes in favor of us, because it's high time that this archaic law is repealed and read down and human rights is respected, that we all Indian citizens and we all have a right to live the way we choose.
The stakes for the LGBT community are high. Article 377, which made homosexuality an offence punishable with a life term, they say was often used to harass them.
I am for the decriminalization of homosexuality, as I believe homosexuality is not criminal by any stretch of imagination. It is, some will call it immoral and some may call it unethical, but it is definitely not a criminal.
In July 2009, the Delhi High Court had read down Article 377, saying it violated the fundamental rights to life and equality.
Well, you may call me a liberal, but speaking for myself, I think the High Court judgment was plainly right. You cannot have two views about it, but that's my view.
Let there be a discussion.
Yet there are many who are questioning the LGBT community.
It's a new thing emerging on the horizon, which was for thousands of years. So let there be a discussion. It is coming to a big way in the mainstream. Let there be meaningful discussion and not stereotyping of all those people who raise responsible reservations.
All eyes now will be on the Supreme Court when it gives its verdict, either upholding or quashing the Delhi High Court's ruling. Bureau Report, Times Now.
Sanket and Rhythm are reporting on the story, joining us live this morning. Sanket, I'll start with you. Can you tell us and take us through the struggle of the entire LGBT community over the last couple of years and how the Supreme Court could finally put this matter to rest?
Morning, Harishi. Yes, it could in fact be a landmark judgment as far as rights is concerned in this country. Rhythm Anand Bharadwaj is with us. Morning, Rhythm. It seems to be an important day. Of course, the judge in this case, this is his last day. Perhaps on the last day, he wants to, deliver a landmark judgment.
Very good morning, Sanket and Harishri. Clearly, that's exactly what he's expecting to do, because Justice Singhvi, on the day he's retiring, is going to be giving this verdict. Remember, this is a case that was fought in 2009 in the Delhi High Court. At that point of time, it was said that sexual behavior between consenting adults in private, that is gay sex, could be not treated as being criminal under Section 377. At that time, Section 377 had been struck down. So it was very clear. Today what we have to see is whether that same Delhi High Court judgment, which was seen as landmark, will be upheld by this court. On two sides, we saw first the Nas Foundation very vehemently arguing that gay rights need to be given the right they needed to. It's violative of Article 14, 19 and 21 that it's not being given to them. They said it's against the right to personal liberty and life. They've also said that it's equal protection of law needs to be given in this case. Now we also remember, Sanket, from the other side, there were 15 SLPs that were filed in the top court. These people were religious groups, social-based groups, Ramdev, all of them opposing this particular judgment. They had very clearly said in the top court that we believe...
What was their basic opposition?
Yes, their basic opposition was that gay sex per se is unnatural to the law of nature. It is against Indian moral social values, and also that if it is taken as a whole, it will be spoiling Indian society. It's also something they said that against HIV and AIDS is propagated by it. So clearly both arguments being given by both sides, marathon arguments held in the top court in 2012. Finally today, like you said, on the verge of retiring, Justice Singhvi is about to give this very crucial judgment of his.